Hi, this is Nathalie from LineDotArrow from the Netherlands, and I'm here to do my first video for my design team project that I'm doing for Nonstop Papercrafts. Suzanne, it sounds like I said Nonstop Papercrafts, but I said Nonstop Papercrafts. Sorry for that, but I'm working with this kit, the Sew Shabby pages. It has 17 pages and there are freebies and challenges going on. I only did one challenge, and that was dressing up a mannequin, but I only dressed up a dress, and I made these. It's not my first video, by the way, it's my second video, to be honest. But I made these little hangers from paper clips, but I have some things cut out, and I have been playing around with something that can be my cover. So let me put these over here. Because I was playing with everything and I thought, well, maybe I can just put on a camera anyway. Maybe that's better. So I have this, I'm going to show you. This is wallpaper, and this was gifted to me by April, our admin in the Facebook group. And I have an envelope that came with Amazon, a smaller one, but it is rather sturdy. And I obviously, you can see I put this on the outside and on the inside, and I used pages from the kit. This is actually an envelope, but I really thought it would be a fun pocket to put on the inside. And I did some sewing, and that's all I did, because I was layering on front. And this is just for background, because you never seem to get the pictures at the right spot. Over here it's going okay, and this is going okay too, but on the front and on the back it's impossible to, because she has no head, and obviously you're going to put something over here, so you're not going to see her, which is a shame. But maybe I have her over here too, so maybe I can put her in a later stage again in the journal itself. I don't know yet, we will see. And I have cut out this journal card with the buttons on it. I have this envelope with stitching, it's all from the kit. I have all these rulers cut out. This is an actual wooden ruler, a short one. Not sure if I'm going to use her, although she's going to make it shabby. But I was thinking of putting some fabric behind the journal card. And then maybe add a little bit of the, not sure if you saw, by the way, but I have some lace laying around here too. And oh, I tried to ink on the wallpaper, but that doesn't work. It's sliding off immediately, because I was adding distress ink, broken china, and I think I had this one, distress ink kit from Ringo. So I had the blues and the pinks. Well, I didn't have anything because it didn't work. It came out, this was completely like purple. My hands were purple because every time I moved the journal to ink more, it got on my hands. I really, well, they were very messy because it didn't stay on at all. I do want to fray this a little. I need a little needle. And this fabric is actually a tablecloth thing, like a table runner. I bought it on sale. I had a purple one too. I believe I used that. Oh, I used that on the fairy journal. And I think, yeah, I also used it on the lavender and lace journal that I made. So, yeah. And yeah, I'm going to make a smaller size journal. It's not what I usually do. But I also have some other plans. I'm not sure if it's going to work, so I'm not going to tell yet. It depends on how it will be at the end when it's finished. And if it's going to work, well, I will tell you. And then you also know why it's skinny. Or skinny, not like a real fat chunky monkey journal, because I usually make bigger journals than this. I really like this. I need a little bit more fraying over here. So yeah, I hope you all have a good day. It is very, it's not hot, but it's benauwd, zouden wij zeggen. I don't know how to say that in English. Not like it's really hot, but it's feeling like moist and not a good day for me. I don't like that. I'm going to ink. Most definitely going to sew, of course. I mean, this lace, I have this lace too. And I thought, what if I just have this also behind, like an extra layer. I'm not going to cut it completely straight. So if I can put this on here. Also thinking, should I turn this into a pocket? But I don't think I'm going to do that. No. I'm going to leave it like so. Something like this. I need to see if I have different words. Hem, ribbon. And let me check the other sheet, because I also have the bigger. I want this one with the word sew on it. So, a very benauwde dag. Warm, hot, steamy day. It's not a high temperature, but it's like when you do something you are all wet and steamy and everything. I don't like that at all. Want this. Put a little bit of glue on. So, okay. Yeah, I'm going to sew this all together so I can glue this down. Look, this is the ink that I put on the cover and came off. And if you put on the purple, not the purple, the blue and the pink, it turns out it's going to be purple. And a little glue over here too, so I can glue it onto this. And I was also a little bit afraid that I couldn't glue on it, but that seems to be working. Although not completely. Oh, I didn't glue this down yet. It is working. So I have this and I have this. I want this over there, but I do need to sew around it first. Not sure if I want to put this on. Can be fun. I also want to maybe this one is too big, to be honest. Should I use this one? This is nice. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It can also be over here on the edge. That's cool. And we have this over here. I have this over here. I wanted to put this on too, but I think it's too much. No. Does it need? Can this be like so? Maybe it can, if I do some sewing and inking. Okay, I think this is weird that you see half dress. So I'm going to place this a little lower. I don't think I'm going to put this on. Still debating whether I'm going to glue this piece on over here. I don't know yet. It's very bulky. I do have this, but I have more. Turns out I can add a scissor on top. That's a fun thing. But I also have this measurement tape. Not sure what this is. This is this sewing too. No, this is not sewing themed. And I have this measurement tape. I have this. Is this the same? No, it's different. And I have handmade with some sewing items on it. Maybe I can add something. Like this. also have a like a faux leather label, made with love. But I think I'm going to use this piece. This will work. Does it need fabric behind? I think it does. Some glue. Let me, can I? I want to do something like this, and then put an eyelet in, and then put it on the cover somewhere. Oh, I really like this pattern. I don't wanna, well, maybe I can do it like this, so you still can see the pattern a little, or like this, or underneath this one. I just have to figure that one out as I go. Do I want this? Maybe I want this as a dangle. I'm going to sew around this, and around this, and then I'm going to glue everything to the cover. I'm not going to sew over this because I like it as it is already. So I did sew. I did sew. Oh, that is funny. I have all these threads. Normally I will cut off all the little bits and pieces, but in this case I thought, well, maybe it's fun to keep them. Because it mimics the sewing Suzanne did on the pages in the kit, the zigzag and the threads hanging loose. So I thought, well, maybe that's a fun thing to do too. Going to add this. And I want sewing next to the ruler thing, so it still is there. Maybe I need to use the other glue, the Fabric, because it has to go too many layers. Okay, glue it upside down. I thought I had it somewhere over here, so it's I'm not sure if it's on the same spot, but yeah. Close. It's close. Okay, this is very long. Maybe I need to cut off a little. Oh, I wanted an eyelet in. But the other thing I'm thinking now, maybe I can... These are for shoes. Maybe I can use... I'm pretty sure I have other measurement tape things too. Pink ones. I can't find them. Oh, it's this one. It's not pink. But it's lighter than the than this one. Maybe I can put this over here. So because this looks weird. I need a little bit more glue. And I'm going to put an eyelet in the, well, like the fabric label thing, something like that. This needs to be a little shorter. This was extremely long. And it's not glued on very well, I see. Going to punch a little hole in here and then put an eyelet in. If it's going to punch, yeah, it is. I think I just ripped a little bit of the fabric, but I'm going to glue it down. Put an eyelet in. No one's going to tell it was ripped. It's not showing anymore. This has a lot of threads. Maybe this one. Okay. Let me find a perfect spot for it. I think it needs to go over here. I'm trying not to glue the top part close. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I will show you. So if I want, I can still add a dangle through this. So I'm leaving this spot open so I can slide a bolt pin underneath. Otherwise I can't go through the eyelet. Yeah, I think this is nice. So now I still can, if I want, go underneath. Of course I can always go through the fabric, but maybe the other thing is easier to work with. I don't know. Yeah, I have, I really like this. It is shabby. In my opinion, it's shabby. Although I don't know what shabby really is. It's a lot of different things. Okay, this one is not gluing. Why? I'm going to add. Okay, this needs to be a little shorter. I'm going to add just a little bit of glue so it stays a little bit more flat, because I don't like it when it's like that. And the same. Okay, I want this one to be gone. Yeah. And I'm going to put in the pages. I'm going to sew the pages in. Hand sewn. I have them here. I'm going to sew them in like so. Maybe going to add a few more pages. I don't know yet because it's very thin now. And then I can go and decorate this a little bit more. And I'm not sure what I want to do on here. I do like this. Maybe I can add this over here. And I also thought about gluing on this like so, and then you have this piece to tuck in. Maybe that's fun too. I think it's fun. Yeah, we're going to do that. Get some inking, and I'm going to glue it down. And now my pocket will be a little bit smaller, but I don't mind, because I really like this piece. And I cut it out by hand, so I do want to use it because it took me a long time to cut this. Not very good with cutting all these tiny pieces. Okay, I had it like so. I also want to add just a little bit of glue here, so you can't rip it open by accident. Oh yeah, this is nice. I like this a lot. Okay, maybe we can embellish the other pocket too. I really like this piece. Yeah, let's glue this on here. So this is what I have now. So I have a little front cover. This is the back cover. Oh, let me do something on the back cover too. That's fun. Maybe I can also add this over here. Not sure if it needs to go over here. Yeah, it does. And then maybe add the paper parts too. I'm not going to add too much at the back because I really like this wallpaper a lot. Okay, I think 16 needs to be cut off. Yeah. Thinking maybe I can put it over here. Is that nice? No, it's not. I'm not going to do that. Sorry. And then I have this too. I want this one over here. But does it need something underneath, like fabric? I think it does. Do we have a strip of fabric that is long enough? Almost. Okay. I thought of putting it on like so. And just leave this as it is, but I'm going to sew over this on this side and this side, then glue it onto the cover. So let me do the sewing. So I sewn around this. I'm going to glue it on like so, or like so. Now it has to be like so. And for this piece I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac again because it's quite heavy. Because it's double fabric with an extra paper on top. And I'm going to glue it over here. Yeah. A little bit. Okay, so this is what we have now. Let me clear my desk just a little so you can see more detailed, because it's a mess, my desk again. Yeah, this is a front cover and the back cover. I'm going to put something over here, maybe a piece of lace. Not sure if it's going to be in a color, if it's going to be blue or pink or both. I don't know yet. But yeah, this is it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you have suggestions for me about this journal, what I can do, please tell me in the comments. like, subscribe, leave a comment, and make sure you also follow the other design team members and follow the challenges in a Facebook group. They are listed underneath the events, and Sew Shabby is the hashtag. And yeah, we had a lot of fun things to work with the freebies. Yes, beautiful freebies. So check out the events. Also visit Suzanne's Etsy store, purchase the kit because it's a very beautiful kit. So yeah, this is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, stay creative, and I hope to see you the next time. Bye bye.